وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام بخير وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Shahir asks, what's a mustakhraj? Inshallah, we don't have too many connection problems. Do let me know if it's laggy. I'm assuming it's a bit fine. طيب, sound is fine. Lagging, it's okay now. طيب, okay, so let me take at least one turn. When I take that turn, I'm gonna slow down. When I slow down, it usually gets a bit better. Okay, I'm about a minute away from that turn. Hey. Okay, so a Mustakhraj, folks. Mustakhraj is a book that bases itself upon an earlier work, another book, and of course I'm referring to books of hadith. So the author of the Mustakhraj takes the original book, narrates his hadith through different chains. That's the basic idea of a Mustakhraj. So the idea is this: if one day someone came and said, we don't want to rely on al-Bukhari anymore, we don't want to rely on Muslim, because we have mustakhrajat, which basically preserve those same hadiths through different chains. That's the basic idea. So heard a fourth, 25% of Mustakhraj al-Ismaili was found. Al-Ismaili's Mustakhraj on Sahih al-Bukhari is one of the most important Mustakhrajat. We know of the existence of the book, and we know of the contents of the book, and we know of the importance of the book because our scholars were quoting from it. Ibn Hajar quotes from Mustakhraj al-Ismaili a lot. However, it's been lost for a few hundred years, maybe 400 years or something. It's been lost for a while. And due to that, like, we've never had a printed version of Mustakhraj al-Ismaili. But you have an editor who's currently working on it, and he mentions that in the intro of the book, he's going to mention the story of how they discovered Mustakhraj al-Ismaili. I just want to add to that, there are several things that happened during the past, in the past 3-4 years, by the way. There have been a bunch of mustakhrajat that have been printed for the first time. So, Mustakhraj al-Bujayri, a section of it has been printed. Mustakhraj Abi Nu'aym al-Isbahani, a section of it has been printed. Mustakhraj al-Milanji, I don't think it's been printed yet, but it's available in manuscript form. Like, you can literally type in Mustakhraj al-Ismaili, al-Milanji onto Google, and you can find the actual manuscript for it. And yeah, like, these are all partial, by the way. There is a full Mustakhraj that does al-Bukhari and Muslim, combination of both. That's Mustakhraj Abi Nu'aym al-Haddad. So that was printed about 5 years ago. So these are all kind of new. Al-Milanji, 5-6 years ago. It's pretty new. And I don't know if you guys recall, some of you guys who have been here on the channel a long time ago will probably remember this. And my back and forths with one of these modernists. He may dislike the term, but he's a modernist. He denied. He's like, these. Where are these mustakhrajat? Where are they? They don't exist. And ever since he said that, we've had two that were printed, and the third is on its way. And this is happening. And who knows? Inshallah, we find the full thing. Inshallah, I find Mustakhraj Ismaili fully. And there are some other important mustakhrajat. Al-Barqani, I believe, has a mustakhraj as well. The mustakhrajat will often be by authors from the 4th century. Okay, sorry about that. It's a bit laggy. Providing an alternative isnad, and apart from preserving the hadith, sometimes they'll provide additional wordings for the hadith. Cases, the author of the Mustakhraj will also include commentary about the hadith, the way it was narrated and whatnot. Of course, very beneficial stuff, especially since these are commentaries coming from really early scholars. That's generally all I have to say about this discovery. Alhamdulillah. Any thoughts, folks? Any thoughts? Any questions? Mustakhraj have weak narrations? Yeah, sure. Mustakhraj will have weak narrations, but if it's a Mustakhraj that's based on Bukhari and Muslim, you will expect and you will naturally find the vast majority of it will be authentic. I'm familiar with a Mustakhraj on Sunan Tirmidhi. That's one that exists. There aren't too many Mustakhrajat that focus on other books. It's mainly Bukhari and Muslim that have ability for Bukhari or Muslim Tirmidhi. All we gotta do is we say, check this out. We're done. Conversation's over. You can't doubt the man al-Bukhari. You can't doubt the man Muslim anymore. Mark Ward asks, someone explain this to me. So we are saying discovered. So this a part of our deen we didn't know about, or what? Why wasn't it transmitted with other books? In my question, what authenticates this? This is a very good question. So firstly, the most popular books are the ones that you'll naturally find more prints of, more copies of throughout the world. It's really hard to go to a major library in the world and not find multiple copies of Sahih al-Bukhari. The same with all major hadith books. But the less important a book is, the less copies you're going to have of it naturally. Now, Mustakhraj usually doesn't add anything in terms of a new hadith. There's not going to be a new hadith in a Mustakhraj that we haven't come across before. So copyists didn't care as much in terms of copying them, and they weren't preserved in the same way that major hadith works were preserved. So what I'm hearing is it's the same hadith with different isnad. Are there isnads confirmed, i.e. not making up the isnad? Yeah, of course. وإياكم Mark. Mark, do excuse me for the question, but are you a new Muslim? Because I recall there being another Mark Ward that used to comment on my channel a few years ago. I think it was a Mark Ward. Maybe it was a Mike Ward, I'm not sure. So the Ward tribe is quite a large one. And they seem to be interested in my channel. Give me a sec, folks. Green light. Ah, mashallah, 6 years. Okay. Allah barak fik, bro. I don't think it's that. It seems like sometimes these are discovered accidentally. Like when it came to Mustakhraj Abi Nu'aym, what happened was they the book. It was cataloged. It was indexed as Sahih Bukhari. Strangely, and for some reason, I mean, this isn't something too common, but for some reason, you had some researchers going through the catalog, seeing that couple side and say, yeah, let's check it out. We want to check it out. So they actually checked it out, and they're like, this isn't Sahih Bukhari. This is Mustakhraj Abi Nu'aym. It's not too often. It's not too often you're gonna find like this, incorrectly described in a catalog, but it does happen. Give me a sec, folks. Give me a sec. Okay. Every single time you guys ask me where I'm from, ya Jama'ah. Every single time. I need to have like a sticker with like my birth certificate or something. Abdullah N says, do you know a good video explaining what Mustakhraj is? This one, bro. This one's a good video. On the same point, Farid, why did the Muhaddithin write the Mustakhraj? Was it an effort to strengthen the Hadith corpus? That's a part of it. That seems to be a major part of it. Another part of it is to be of service to the actual book, be of service to the author, even though the author passed away. They seem to be doing it also for to raise the name, to raise the status of the author, to support him. And it seemed like you had like the Nizapuriyin, the scholars of Nizapur, like I think over 10 Mustakhrajat for Sahih Muslim or something. We only have 2 printed. Mustakhraj Abi Nu'aym again, al-Isbahani, and Abi Nu'aym al-Haddad, and then you have one is full. Alhamdulillah, it's a very important. It's not something that was newly discovered. We've had it for a very long time. For some reason, like the Mustakhrajat on Sahih Muslim were more readily available than the Bukhari ones. And I have no explanation for that. I have no idea how that, it could be just a coincidence. Wallahu a'lam. But yeah, so alhamdulillah. I think, folks, I'm going to end this one here. But yeah, That's the good news. And inshallah, when the book is finally made available, I'll keep you guys updated as well. All right. And for those that have missed out on what Mustakhraj is, you can just go back to the beginning of the video. All right. Ya Allah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.